Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what channeled messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so in the past, we have the High Priestess in reverse. A lack of potential, a lack of insight, a lack of clarity. Someone's not using their intuition. Someone's closed off from their intuitive guidance. It feels like they're not listening to their intuition. They're unable to heal a situation or heal themselves. Feels like there's a lot of anxiety going on. Okay, now I get why with that card. Thank you. It looks like there's a group of people in very toxic energy in the past. They're gossiping. You know, they're criticizing, they're gossiping. It feels like this gossiping makes them feel powerful. But they're in this energy of a lack of potential. And so they're not utilizing any potential that they have. And so they're in this lack energy. They don't have anything going on for them that they're tuning into. So they just like disrupting and judging others, gossiping about others that do have potential. I'm not a fan of this group. This is a very toxic group. Maybe overindulging. They don't have anything really going on for them. They're not really, it doesn't feel like they're building anything, and that's why they tear people down. It looks like in the past someone's getting angry. There's messages coming in that they don't want to hear. It's around finances. Something's going on financially in this group. Something's not working. Okay, I don't like this. This feels like someone buttering someone up. Oh, God. Someone's flirting in the past to get someone to let go. It feels like someone is using flirtations, romantic gestures to get someone to let go. It feels like someone is trying to pull someone away with romantic aspects or flirting or trying to get someone to let go. But it's not working. There's a lack of finances here. It didn't work. Whatever this flirting is. It feels like there's one person flirting, but there's a group here. So they're all involved in it. I feel like you're in this, I feel like you in the past were the person they were trying to remove. Trying to entice away, flirt. There's some type of like appealing to someone in a seductive way, in a flirty way, to try to get them to detach. I feel like you're aware of what's going on in the past to some degree, but it feels like there's nothing you can do about what's happening in the past. It doesn't feel like you're taking the bait here. You are perceiving this as something sus. you're very suspect aspect of what's going on. Something isn't correct. Feels like someone's, yeah, it's around finances. So it's it feels very corrupt. There's a lack of potential here. Someone's playing both sides. That's this flirty energy. Someone's playing both sides. They want you abandoned. They want you to detach. They're trying to pull you away from where you're at. They're juggling. They're masked. They're duplicitous. They're playing both sides. They're pretending to be your friend, saying all these things that are sweetening you up, flirty, buttering you up. I'm on your side. There's something, come over here. Oh my gosh, you got to get away from that. There's someplace where you're at they don't want. It's a lot of pentacles around you in this past. Before that, there wasn't this financial aspect to this. But then around you, it was all pentacles. It's all about money, abundance, work, not working. Feels like this person coming in, playing both sides. They want you to detach, to leave this environment, to leave your environment. They want you unable to work, and they want you abandoned, rejected. It feels like you're ganged up on because there's this group. There's one person doing it, but it feels like it's part of a group. This feels very painful because you're perceiving this correctly in the environment, like something's not, why is this person flirting with me? Why are they telling me things? It feels like this person is, yeah, feels like this person in the past that was flirting thought you were not smart, not clever, not knowing what was going on. Feels like they're projecting what they want you to perceive, like you're not aware that they're trying to somehow convince you of something, manipulate you. You're aware of this. It feels sad. It feels sad because it feels like people are manipulating you, trying to manipulate your emotions, trying to get you to make moves. But nobody's speaking truths. Nobody's just saying, hey, this is what's going on. It's just manipulation. It feels painful also because I think there are loving feelings towards this person flirting with you. Not like romantic, but like there's some quality here of et tu Brute, but you're just kind of aware. It doesn't feel like there's anything you can do. All right, what's in the unconscious in the past is judgment in reverse. Yeah, you've been judged in the past. You were judged harshly, and you needed to be discarded. This group decided that maybe their lack of potential, their unhealed aspects, whatever they can't have about themselves, they looked around the environment and they were like, oh, it's the viewer's fault. You know, if the viewer weren't here, everything would be completely different. it's the viewer that's bringing this down. You were judged in the past. You needed to be discarded, but not just discarded, abandoned. There's a plan here, a plot. Feels like this plan is to kind of like run you over, move on without you. It's you're being perceived in the past as an obstacle, something to get over, something judged and to be discarded. So it doesn't even feel like this group or these people are treating you like a, oh, I'm getting rageful. They're not treating you like a fucking human being. They're treating you like an object, like a problem. You're very objectified in the past, like you're not even human. No one's talking to you. They're just moving you and manipulating. No one's speaking any truth to you. You're the only one that's seeing things clearly. And it feels like you are in this group being discarded. And I think that's a good thing that you're being to leave this group. How they did it is just so effed up. Oh, there's so much rage. I think you had to repress a lot of emotions to, like ice, get through this. See these people clearly. Feels like there was nothing for you to do in the past but watch, listen, see who these people are, allow them to show you who they are. It doesn't feel like you are communicating, hey, I see you, hey, I see you. It feels like if you even tried that they can't talk about reality. There's some story going on that you are the object of, and they've written the screenplay, they've gathered the cast, they've put you in a role, and they're having fun playing it out, and you've never seen the script. You didn't realize that you were in what you were in. You thought you were over here in this story, but there's this whole group, and you need to be abandoned, apparently. Wow. Jeez. All right, so in the past, in the environment, what was viewed in the environment is the Five of Cups in reverse. There's no remorse. There's no guilt or shame for what they're doing. They feel very comfortable with how they're treating you. It feels like you're going into in the past or in a Five of Cups. Sadness, loss, mourning, regret. What's in view is there's no regret. They don't want to work with you. They want you abandoned. For some of you, they don't want you working. They don't want to work with you. It's very painful. It feels like this is what happened in the past triggered some childhood wounds of yours. So you can heal those childhood wounds and end this cycle. Feels like there were some core wounds that from your childhood, maybe around abandonment, rejection, neglect, feeling abandoned, feeling neglected, orphan energy. Okay. In present energy, we have the Emperor. This is a leader, a boss. Aries energy. This is someone very smart, very intuitive. What do we need to know about this Emperor? This Emperor is looking at a lack of transformation and a lack of success. Something didn't work. Something didn't work, and it's publicly it didn't work. Who's this leader? Who's this Emperor? They're looking at a lack of transformation, something publicly didn't work, a lack of success in a connection. And then there's the Queen of Wands showing up. Who's the Queen of Wands? Feels like the Emperor's looking at this plot that happened in the past. Something that was unsuccessful. It didn't happen the way it was meant to. It was sloppy, I'm hearing. Sloppy plan. Sloppily executed. But someone's coming in. It feels like, it feels like you are the Queen of Wands and the Hermit. That you're very attractive, but you're also very isolated and alone right now. Feels like this Emperor is looking at this, seeing that you're very attractive. That you've been going on your own, finding wisdom from what happened in the past. Some people trying to discard you. Rejection from a group. Looks like you went on your way. You're somewhat alone right now, isolated, but you have so much wisdom. What you've gone through in the past has brought you so much enlightenment. Feels like you're sharing that enlightenment with others. And you're getting the attention of this Emperor who, and this is bringing a tower for you. This Emperor looking at your energy, seeing what happened in the past. It feels like there was whatever happened to you in the past, as painful as that was and difficult as I was tuning into it, it doesn't look like things went to plan. I think you are discarded, or you discarded yourself from this energy, from this environment. But I think this Emperor is seeing the transformation that you've gone through and the lack of transformation of this group. It feels like it's coming out in public. There's shame involved in this. There's something about how you behaved in the past that has led to you being very attractive, you learning as you go, you taking this time and this isolation to find enlightenment, to find truths that you're sharing, wisdom. What's the tower? Why is the tower? Tower is something very like unexpected, completely unexpected right now. It feels like the Emperor is bringing this tower to you, to your energy. This leader. Okay, the tower is around a player, an inconsistent energy, and the tides have turned. The Wheel of Fortune is upright with you. The atmosphere has changed. Things have shifted. The people in the past are playing the same games. They haven't changed their tactics, even though there's a lack of success. These are people very stuck in just a pattern of behavior. And because it worked in the past, they're not aware that the atmosphere has changed. But they're still playing the same games. It's being seen. And so we're seeing this reckless, inconsistent player energy coming out. We're seeing people very unapologetic. I keep getting this, a lack of apology, a lack of shame, a lack of guilt for really cruel treatment. So it feels like there's a masculine energy player I'm kind of getting, and then there's this toxic feminine energy. It feels like this toxic feminine energy has this illusion of happiness and love, but there's just a lot of illusions and delusions around this, and that's why the tower's happening. I think because the tower's happening because you didn't engage in the past, that you focused on you. You learned as you went along. You went by yourself and found enlightenment. And because of you showing who you are by how you live, by how you make your moves, how you move, that's shifting the energies. These people are being seen in the environment. Wow. All right, let's continue. Let's look at the motivation of the energies in present time is the Three of Cups. Community, celebration of accomplishments, friendships. This feels very loving energy. So in this environment, in the present time, it's about community. It feels Aquarian. Even though, I mean, it's cups, but it feels like community, loving groups, supportive groups, community. And to have community, if the intention, if the motivation behind these present energies is community, then what's coming up in the collective are energies, people, situations that do not support loving communities. So it looks like in the collective right now, we're all examining community, what we view as loving and supportive. And so that which is not, no longer belongs. People who are heartless, who lack empathy, who are cruel, who don't operate in truthful ways, but are, I'm hearing, malignant. And so it looks like that's why this is happening. Well, that's good to know. That we might be seeing more nefarious behaviors are being seen in the collective, so we can make choices as a collective, like voting energetically, like, ooh, I don't like that. Yeah, I want real community. I want real love. I want real celebration. I want to work together. And so what does not equate that, we see, so we can address it, so we can make conscious choices. Beautiful. All right. So what's being seen in the environment in present time is King of Cups. I think those who are loving, who are heart-centered, are being seen. It feels like there's it's getting easier and easier to, in these energies, to perceive someone who's real, who's authentic, who knows how to work with their emotions. They're not overwhelmed by emotions. They're also not cold. They're loving, caring. It feels like what's happening in present energy is the collective wants community, loving, safe, joyful community. And so what's being seen are leaders, people who are heart-centered, who have mature emotions, who can handle difficult environments, who don't take things personally, who can hold space for uncomfortable situations. It looks like these loving people were forced out of environments for you. You were allowed to wake up and see what was going on in your environment, to see who's really around you, to see this isn't community. This isn't community. I don't receive this as community. So what's happening right now, what's being seen in the environment is the difference of the energy of someone in this very mature King of Cups energy versus those who still lying, sow deception, can't move on, who are very nervous right now because it feels like the energies have shifted. Those who created an atmosphere in the past where you would be rejected and abandoned, it looks like they're feeling rejected and abandoned. They're going through just so much rejection, abandonment. There's so much nervousness. They're so nervous, and they're just lying. They don't know how to do things any differently. They just are stuck in a pattern of behavior. Well, this has worked in the past, and so they keep operating. This is someone who lacks flexibility, lacks innovation, lacks trying something new, doing anything differently. They're very stuck in old habits. And I feel like since this is in what's seen, people are seeing how loving you are, how open-hearted, how heart-centered you are, how very loving, very sane. that might have been some of what was going on in the past. Like, we can't talk to this person because they're crazy. We have to manipulate them. We can't talk to them. There's something, you're looking very sane, very grounded in your emotions. And in comparison, this group, the people who've colluded together to get rid of you in the past, they're now feeling rejected. They're abandoned. They're wounded. They're being left out. And there's so much nervousness in this environment. Very interesting. Okay, the outcome is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Not learning, not moving on, not creating something new. What do we need to know about the Page of Pentacles in reverse? Okay. Okay. Moon, Moon, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Materials. Something's coming to light. It's in the subconscious. That's what I was talking about earlier. That as a collective, things that have been hidden in the subconscious are coming to light. There's financial motivations that I feel like feel icky. Like there was, I think I was saying that in the past, that this group that doesn't have any potential, they just like destroying others, and somehow they collaborated. It was very financially motivated, your discard in the past. Anything else we need to know? It looks like you're working. The outcome is you're doing really well financially. Looks like you're creating your own path. Very loving path, I might say. And then here's more Pentacles energy as well. Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. It feels like you have all the resources you need. Financial abundance, but there's work, there's money and a lot of success. You have all the resources that you need. You're getting them in the outcome. You're solid. There's this loving path that you're on. So whatever you're working on, whatever your finances is it feels like it's very heart-centered. It's very you. It feels like you are maybe even a way shower, creating a path that wasn't there. For people who have been in the experience you've gone through, you now know the way, a way. And so it feels like you can show people how to get out of this snare. Boy, there's something, a path keeps coming up. It's a new path. It feels like there are several new paths coming through as a result of this. New ways to explore. A lot more choices. Building what you want to build. I feel like you are, as an outcome of this experience, you're reaching into your unconscious, your subconscious, to create something for yourself. And the people who who did so much to block you from, they couldn't. What's yours is yours. And these paths and your abundance and your beautiful energy, they can't affect. They're still, the outcome is they're just going to stay in Page of Pentacles in reverse and Five of Swords. Feels like instead of picking on you or others, it feels like the group is imploding as the outcome. And they just fight amongst each other. Blame. Feels like they're turning on each other. They don't know how to play. They don't know how to come clean. They don't have, these people don't know how to take accountability. They're not interested in growth. Wow, a lot came out with that. Yeah, there's a toxic leader here. Someone who's just very controlling. Feels like people are starting to see this leader. They're bad boss, bad leader. It looks like there's some people in the group, and as the outcome, who are getting enough courage to turn on this bad boss. Feels like they tried to make it so you couldn't move on, but now they can't move on. You've escaped this. Whatever they tried to trap you in, I think there was something that didn't work. You escaped the trap. You might not think with what you went through that you escaped anything, but it feels like there was something much darker that was supposed to happen in regards to you that didn't happen, that you escaped, and the truth is coming out. People are seeing this. It feels like there's people in this group that are tired of what's going on. There's no creativity here. There's nothing honorable about this. Their life sucks because being involved in this type of activity, it feels very precarious. It feels like there's someone in this group, in the outcome, that's got a spark of courage, and they couldn't figure out what to do. It feels like they're turning on each other. It feels like there's one person especially with a moment of courage to speak the truth. Feels like they're being picked on. Feels like this bad boss doesn't have someone to pick on because people are seeing this, and so they pick on someone in the group who's just not having it, who sees what happens when this bad boss picks on people, and it feels like a switch, a shift. They're being called out. I don't know how that happens, but it's like someone gets really, really mad in this group and has enough courage and energy to tell. It's kind of snitch type of energy. All right, what's supporting the outcome is the Lovers in reverse. Bad choices, a breakup is supporting the outcome. It's about the breakup. It's about bad choices coming to light. It's about choices. It feels like the choices you've made are leading you to stepping into Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles energy, and new pathways opening up that would not have opened to you had you had stayed in that past energy, had this had not happened. I'm getting that this happened for you. You needed to see who was around you. Also, it looks like what's supporting the outcome, it's people making a decision. Where there was once confusion, there's now clarity. Feels like someone's making a new choice. This person, part of the group, turning against each other. And there's been so much patience on your part. So patient. You've transformed yourself. You have completely transformed. You are very different than where you were in this past energy. And so patient. Also, the energies have transformed. Feels like in the past, and maybe for some of you in the current energy, you can't get a fair shake out of it, but something is shifting in the energies, so the outcome feels like just patience, just patience. This group is so, there's no plan, there's no strategy, there's no resilience, there's no learning something new. They're just going to keep operating that way until they get caught. And it feels like they're in this current energy, it's not working. People are seeing this. There's a boss, an emperor who's seeing this, who's connecting the dots. And you're showing up looking very regal, very attractive, very loving, learning as you go. Wow. All right. The advice is the Two of Wands. Strategize, plan. You have the world at your hands. Wow. Okay, so going forward, it looks like the advice is around relationships, around Two of Cups. I'm getting that there's an opportunity for you to look at relationships closer, be more grounded in reality, not so easily dupable. Also, there might be a belief like, once I love you, I will forever love you, versus, hey, I love this connection. But the moment that energy, if that person switches their energy, being like, all right, instead of trying to get them back into some space, back into the love bombing or something, just recognizing when someone's energy has shifted. And that, it's not about forever. It doesn't have to be forever. Okay, the message here is I'm only attracted to people who are attracted to me. The moment they show me or I feel unloved or uncared for, that's information enough. No chasing. No begging someone. There's a lot of being more strategic, more wise, more grounded. It looks like in the past, your romantic relationships got you very ungrounded, maybe even fantasizing. limerence, obsession, addiction type of energy. There's still this deceptive energy in the environment, someone sneaking around. Someone feels like someone wants to come to you and unburden themselves, but you're very guarded and protected. Feels like there's a lot of chaos in the environment, and with all this stuff going down, this group imploding, and it feels like there are people who want to come in and create chaos in your environment, but it looks like you're guarded and you don't want the drama, that you've been healing and you're in the star energy. Feels like you have access to real wish energy, wishes coming true. You are definitely a unicorn, very unique. So, all right, I hope that was helpful. Take care. Bye.